they'll try the right side. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Here's the give off the left side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, after that last, especially is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Back to throw. It's Gilliam. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's got it inside the 35.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Here we go.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense going all in to stop the run. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over ULM. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make this. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Gilliam. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good
on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Gilliam. It's on target and complete. Ball is loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A little release to the back. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Off to the races to the right. The 20. Touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Gilliam. Flips it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Roadrunners line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling right and going deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Roadrunners will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Ready to fire from the pistol. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football.
Way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Trying the left side. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 28 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Gilliam. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Keeps it on the draw. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here we go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buying some time. Slings it downfield. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. The throw. The short hands, it's Grove. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense breaks the huddle, it's 3rd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the 1st down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make the big gain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. Firing to the right, complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Roadrunners have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Dropping back, it's Gilliam. Caught over the middle, it's Smalls. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. They've got the screen set up. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by the...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off the defender. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out. Stalled a little bit once they got down to the...
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Don't just make a play. Make a play. Fumble, recovery, scoop, and score for the touchdown.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble, and taking it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's caught. It's Ellington. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. And they're able to get him on the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Oh, the big fella running to glory. It's a country fumble, meaning there's a lot of open space, and that's what you do with it. Scoop it up and score with it. Touchdown.
Matt, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
1st down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Ellington. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Ready? 42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Tries to do it himself on the draw.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So 1st play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Find space on the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout called by the offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout by the offense.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.